So I just finished well a few minutes ago. I watched my uncle's videos in South Africa, and yeah, he's the one that got me into, I think, in the biggest way, into gardening, Uncle Eddie. And yeah, got me into worm composting. As if you watch his videos, you'll see. Into composting. He always had a compost bin, and I'm glad to see that he's watching my videos and he's learning some things from me, and I've always learned things from him when it came to gardening. I mean, you know, to me, what he learned, what he taught me the most was gardening is not a difficult thing. I mean, some people think, oh yeah, I'll plant something and then it just dies. Well, come on, it just needs a bit of taking care of, that's all. And on the web today, you can see so many things that will inspire you, or not inspire you, but you can learn from the internet. And that's where I've picked up a few of my tricks. I mean, I've picked up things accidentally. I mean, I just looked into growing cucumbers, and then I came across the little thing of taking off the little suckers. Like, there we have one. And then my cherry tomatoes here. And as you can see, in the garden, when you walk through, I have 3 logs. I'll just give you, there's a log there, which we have a pile of logs over there. And I'm using the logs as chairs. So every morning before I go to work, I wake up at like 5 o'clock, and then I'll come and sit with my coffee in the morning, yeah, on the log, in between the tomatoes, which these are the cherry tomatoes at the moment. And I'll just have a look. I mean, it's a daily thing. You just have a look around, what's going on, what you can do. Check the bottom out. I mean, you see there's pointless leaves down there. You want it to try and focus the growth into growing tomatoes and not growing leaves so much. See, like, what would you call that? I mean, that's a difficult one. Is that part of your main stem or what? Because now it's reached sort of a peak there, and that looks like part of the main stem, I think. But look how many flowers are on there. And these are the cherry tomatoes. So yeah, doing great. You can see there's a span of weeds. Pull those dudes out. Yeah. So sitting here, checking out what's going on. There's a really small little sucker in there. And just pull them off. Yeah. And then the other thing, I mean, what you want to get out of your garden, you want to get food, of course, but at the same time you want to see results. And you know, like me sitting here, and I get the thought of, you know, what vegetables do you get the most satisfaction out of? I mean, you see the results the quickest. I mean, the tomatoes, just because I've learnt about this picking off the little suckers and training your tomatoes more and not just letting them go wild. I mean, it's a daily thing that I love to do. It's the most relaxing thing after work. I mean, to sit down and watch TV or some program or whatever, you know, that doesn't do it. Or, okay, maybe take the dog for a walk, that's cool. But to sit in the garden and just check what's going on is one of my favorite things to do. Wow, look at that sucker in there. You're gone. That's it. Yeah, so Uncle Ed, you declaring war on the monkeys there. I loved that. I've got war when it comes to weeds. I mean, okay, I've pulled out a lot now, but there's weeds everywhere. Yeah, I just weeded this yesterday a lot. I took out the spinach that is in there, but I'll show you. Because of this compost, Rosie got a new little house there. Because we've moved off the veranda. So just to protect her, I need to finish it off properly. There's her other kennel that I made her. Painted it green. Really cool. Oh, and you want to see the peaches. I have to show you the peaches. Wow. Heaving. They're really small, but so many. Oh yeah, and the other thing, that this tree was really sick. Well, it still is. You can see the ants, and the ants are what brings up your little black flies. And the easiest way, if you want to go organic, is I put a bit of dishwashing liquid into a bottle. Let's say about half a teaspoon or a teaspoon full to, I don't know, like half a litre of water or a litre of water, and you just spray your plants with that. And it takes care of them. It's quite organic, if you want to put it that way. But yeah, so if you want to get, so for me, back to the subject, things that I get the quickest results and what keeps you interested in your garden. Like, yeah, this is the weed problem. Because of this compost I'm getting, you can see how much grass and that's growing in between from this stuff. Like, look in there, it's just full. So yeah, I'll talk about some of the things that I got the most pleasure out of. Well, first of all is the kale. The kale came up there. The cucumbers are slowly growing on me because now I can start training them. But of course, the rocket was one of the first things I ate. Well, was the first thing I ate. I mean, that grows ridiculously fast. The beans, I mean, the beans were, this was the start of it all. And but I started those off in the winter in the garage. And now that I'm getting more and more into it, the next thing that really I love to grow was the pak choy, but it's difficult. As you can see, they've all flowered, but you can still eat the leaves and the flowers. But I like growing those. It's really fast. As you can see, those are the other buckets I planted out there. And yeah, obviously you can see the other cucumbers growing there. They're all flowering now, a lot. I think we're going to get a lot of cucumbers off there. I'm not too sure if this frame is going to be strong enough, but I'm bringing in the reinforcement for it next week or the week after. So yeah, so the things, again, back to the kale. It's one of the things that I think I've got the most satisfaction out of growing. I mean, what else? These tomatoes, I mean, they're just doing so well. I've been tying them off a bit with the green wire, just to try and separate them a bit to get the airflow between them, so I can see what's going on. Wait, sucker! There he is. I mean, see, daily thing. I was in here yesterday, just fiddling around here, the wire and stuff, and I was pulling off suckers yesterday, and again today, every day. Rose. Hi. This is my only wild animal that comes through my garden. This is Rosie. But anyway, yeah. So, getting ready on the butternut to start tying it off the top. See, I'm going to wait for it to come up completely, and then I want to try and turn it so the leaves are facing outwards this way, and I can grow it up. So yeah, that will be cool to continuously check it out. Hey, there was supposed to be a flower on here. Something's munching it. Oh, there's the flower. Is it getting munched, or is it getting trampled by Rosie? But it doesn't look. Maybe, you see, because we're getting a pumpkin at every notch there. But maybe I'm going to have to do the same thing as cut it. Yeah, but we'll soon find out, man. Hey, but that's sad, because we were going to get our first pumpkin. I mean, that's what's left of the flower. I think Rosie's running a mock through here. And how I'm going to stop that. Damn, that's sad. Anyway. So yeah, it's a garden again. I need to really water these sections. I've got all my other little, what do you call it? Green peppers coming up there. Yeah, so, Eddie, you forgot what we were growing in the corner there. I'm pretty sure it's dill. In Hungarian, kapor. That's the dill plants. Yeah, they're not looking so great. But hopefully they'll survive. I've got one there. I've got a bigger one that just... Whoa! Damn! I just stood on my one pepper plant that's battling there. Too much traffic. So yeah. Got the one dill plant coming up here. There. Just came up automatically. I've got some beans growing in there still. Yeah, everything else is looking pretty awesome. I've got some pepper plants here. Parsley growing in between. Lettuce. More lettuce. More pepper plants. Cool. Ah, another thing, Uncle. This is my ginger that I looked up on the internet to grow. And the one thing to try and get your ginger to grow more ginger is try and plant it in a pot that's pretty deep on the bottom. Let it sprout, and then you just slowly fill up over the shoots to the top. So hopefully I can get this thing to bulge and it'll be full of ginger. Let's see what happens. So that's all for now. Cheers.